Yeah, is that Arsene Wenger? Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, yeah. See that Invincibles record? We're coming for it. Yes, hello, welcome into Living Sports here for the Killie boys on Football Manager 21. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button for more daily Football Manager content, Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. The Killie boys is very good to watch. You should subscribe. Come on. If you're not already, 2/3 of you aren't. Come on, come and subscribe to the channel. As you can see in front of me, I'm going to scroll all the way up here. Look at all that green. There's a couple of yellows, but certainly no reds. And that's because we are starting an invincible season. I mean, I know it's only October, but we've started off very well, and you never know what could happen as we continue on. In the last episode, we played against Rangers, we won 4-1, and we played against Olympiacos in our Europa League group stage game, where we won that one 2-0. And since then, we've had some very, very good results. One of them being a 5-3 win against Dundee United. Goals for Crenetta, Anderson, Lambert and Hamill in that one. We then beat Motherwell in the quarter-final of the Betfred Cup. 2 goals from Crenetta and 1 from Sika. Hearts were our next victim. Goal from Pena and Crenetta in that one. We then played Shakhtar Donetsk in our second Europa League group stage game. We won that one 5-0 thanks to a goal from Daniel Stacey and 4 from Milodan Crenetta. He didn't need any penalties in this one to score 4 goals. We then had, well, I suppose it's a disappointing result, a 2-2 draw against Aberdeen. We went down 1-0 and Crenetta and Stacey scored, similar to against Shakhtar. Crenetta and Stacey were the ones who scored in that game. And but in the Aberdeen game, we went up 2-1 after going down 1-0, and then Middleton scored a goal late on to make it 2-2, which is disappointing. I was hoping we might win every single league game this season, but it's not going to be. But we can still try to be unbeaten, and that form continued, that unbeaten form, when we played against Ayr. Stacey with the goal and Crenetta with 2 of them in the 3-0 win. And you can see against Ayr, Stacey and Crenetta scored. Against Aberdeen, Stacey and Crenetta scored. Against Shakhtar, it was Stacey and Crenetta. They are our goal scorers. No one just behind Crenetta seems to be scoring, but Stacey's contributing from midfield, which is always good. Today we play up against Cercle Bruges in the Europa League group stage, and then we'll play against Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. They are currently in 3rd place. We've not played them yet this year, so perhaps our unbeaten form will fail. Will stop by the time we play Celtic. Last year we didn't beat them, so hopefully we can beat them at one point this year. Fingers crossed. Let's show you how the leagues are looking like, though. Europa League, obviously, we're right at the top of it after the 2-0 win against Olympiacos and the 5-0 win against Shakhtar. A nice win against Cercle Bruges today, I think, almost guarantees, it won't fully, but almost guarantee our place through. I think we're going to safely qualify from this group. And the Premiership, everyone's played 9 games. You see, we've won 8, drawn 1. Rangers are in second, 4 points behind. It's even though we are unbeaten, it's still close at the top there between ourselves and the 2 Old Firm teams. So we're going to have to keep this form going. But somebody who's definitely been in form is Milodan Crenetta. In the league, 9 games, 16 goals. Overall, he's played 15 games and scored 24. His average rating at the moment in the league is 8.03. I don't think I've ever seen an average rating above 8. I don't imagine that will continue for the full season, but it's certainly great a quarter of the way through and he's still an average rating of over 8. 16 goals in 9 games. Ridiculous. So here's the team for the game against Cercle Bruges. We're going to go with a slightly rotated side, just with a little eye looking at the Celtic game at the weekend. So we're going to go with Morris in goal, but the back 4 stays the same. Thomas and Anderson in the middle, Sika and Guerrino at fullback. Pena will partner Stacey in the midfield today, especially after Stacey's been scoring all these goals recently, with Hamill just in front of them. Castellon gets the game on the right, Boba gets the game on the left, and Crenetta, who as you can see, he's moved from a 3.5 star player to a 4.5 star player apparently, is playing up front. 24 goals so far this season. Not bad at all, since we're only in October. Hopefully, he can score some more today. So the teams are out there. We're in our blue and white as always, and Cercle Bruges are playing in their green, and Hamill's got the ball here and towards Stacey, who hits it, and it's bounced off the post, and it nearly continued his goal-scoring form for Daniel Stacey there, but not quite. Bobo swinging this corner. It's headed toward goal. No, it's cleared away, and away for nothing. And a throw in here. Garino throws it in toward Hamill. Back to Garino. Can he swing this ball in the middle? Boba with it. Finds Stacey into Castellon. I forgot what his name was there. I saw Cass and couldn't finish the word. But Boba swings in this corner kick and Anderson just heads that ball wide. I'm trying to actually get out that Cercle Bruges are playing a diamond in midfield, so we should be able to get down the wings in theory with our overlapping fullbacks, but we'll see if that works or not. And here is one of those men, Garino with it, coming down left hand side into Hamill. Hamill switches the play, but it's intercepted and the ball's played forward, but Thomas collects it, plays it to Castellon and Pena and Sika on the right hand side, and can he swing the ball in? He switches it over to Garino, fullback to fullback. Garino drives into the box. Will he swing it back? No, he plays it to Stacey, and now he's got it back. And Stacey in toward Boba, and surely that was offside, but maybe it didn't class as offside because the defender got a touch on the ball through. But we'll take that, and that is Boba's first goal for Kilmarnock here. Very nice way to start off his Kilmarnock goal scoring campaign. Yeah, it was a slide tackle from defender, which knocked it onto Boba, so it can't be offside from that. And it's a good finish from him at the near post to go up 1-0 here. They are checking for an offside. Oh, yeah, well, he wasn't offside when we passed anyway, so maybe he could have been offside from the deflection. But nonetheless, Boba scores a goal. We're up 1-0. We've totally dominated the game so far. And Boba swings in this corner here. Can we head it in? No, we can't. It comes out to Stacey, who'll find Boba on that right-hand side. It's in toward Crenetta, and he nearly adds to his 24 for the season. Throw in on the right. Sika, that looked a very strange throw, but Pena collects it into Stacey, and Sika and Pena again. And will the ball go to the other side of the field? No, it's into Stacey again. Eventually gets down line to Sika and Castellon, and Sika down the right into the box now. He gives away a foul, does Leavens. It looks like he's going to review the footage. I'll be honest, I'm going to make a prediction. I think it's a penalty because I don't often see this happen and it's not a penalty. So VAR is checking for a penalty instead of the referee just giving the penalty, and the referee stands away from the monitor and says, yeah, turns out I saw it was a penalty, so I'm going to agree it's a penalty. And Crenetta will take this to see if he can score his 25th goal of the season to put us 2-0 up here after 22 minutes, and he can. Thrashes it into the bottom left corner. A great finish from Miladin Crenetta. 25 goals. He's pretty good, isn't he? And the goalkeeper clears that for Cercle Bruges, but it only comes as far as our players, and Boba has this on the left-hand side, and he goes past his man into the box. Well, he cut this back, he has a goal, and Stacey scores a goal. I think that was a shot from Boba, which was kind of palmed out by the goalkeeper, De Wolf, and then Stacey tucked it in. I don't think it was a cross, but we'll see on the replay here if it was. But Boba drives forward well on this left-hand side, doing well. He's recently got his first cap for Serbia. He drives inside here, he hits it, yeah, fumbled by the goalkeeper, and Stacey's there just to tap it in. To be honest, there was lots of people there just to tap it in, but Stacey was the one continuing on his goal scoring form. So it's now 4 games in a row that Stacey and Crenetta have both scored for us as a gruesome twosome. We've reached half-time nearly, but there's another highlight. Hamill flicks it on toward Crenetta, and Crenetta puts in his 26th, his second of the day. He's just so good, this boy. He really, really is. I can't say enough good things about him. We paid £11 million for him from Arsenal, and he's damn good. He really is, and we're up 4-0 at half-time here. And Garino's throwing that ball in toward Boba. He's played it back to Pena and Anderson. And Garino goes down this left-hand side. Now, what's he going to do with the ball? He gets past his man. It bounces straight off the defender. Then Garino just runs away, doesn't try and win it again. But Stacey does win it for him. He swings it in toward Castellon. Can he finish? He can indeed, and it's Castellon's first goal. Boba and Castellon both getting their first goals for us, proving that they are useful 5th and 6th pieces of that kind of attacking 4 that we have. I mean, is it 5th or 6th pieces? Is it maybe 6th and 7th because Hamill's already there? But certainly between our normal 4, Hamill, Castellon and Boba, there's 7 good players there that can all do stuff, and you can see there they've now started scoring their goals. We've made a triple change there. We've brought on Sibley for Garino at left back. We've also brought on Vlalic in the middle for Stacey, and we've brought on Jovic for Crenetta and moved Boba up front, and Hamill's won the ball back for us here. He goes down this right hand side. Can he play the ball into the middle? He can towards Jovic, and Jovic has just come off the bench, gets his 4th goal of the season. Remember last year he was scoring a lot of goals for us, not as many this season. That might have something to do with the fact that Crenetta has scored so many, but very nice there. Jovic playing on the left hand side instead of his normal attacking mid position. Hamill playing in that, gets the ball across the box, and Jovic tucks it in on the left hand side. We've won this game 6-0. I say won. We are winning the game 6-0, just as Shakhtar go up 1-0 against Olympiacos. But a dominant performance. 32 shots now to 3, 67% possession, expected goals 5. You don't often see a game this dominant, but we've had one here. I don't expect our game against Celtic will be just as easy, but hopefully we can come away with the win as well. It's set us up for some good form here, and let's see how we do in this game against Celtic. So here we are as we get ready for the Celtic game. Rangers did win their game yesterday, which means they're just 1 point behind us. So if we want to get that wee gap, we need to beat Celtic here. If Celtic beat us, they're just 2 points behind us. So it's very close again. So it's vitally important we get this win against Celtic to keep the gap to Rangers at 4 points. And it would actually make the gap to Celtic 8 points. Let's see the team for today's game. And as you can see, it's a fairly full strength. In fact, it's a perfectly full strength team. Morris is in goal, Thomas and Anderson playing at the back, Sika on the right, Garino on the left, Vlalic and Stacey in midfield with Jovic just in front, Lambert coming back on the right hand side and Keita coming back on the left, and Creneta, who's now scored 26 goals this season, playing up front. Let's hope for some more goals and let's hope for a nice win. Celtic with an early chance here. The ball swung in. It's cleared away by Sika though, and Creneta gets a hold of this ball, and there are many men breaking away to his left hand side. If he can find one of them, goes down the right wing. Will he cross it in? He finds Lambert. Lambert back to Vlalic. Vlalic with it on that right hand side in toward Creneta, and it's just tucked away by Asamoah for a corner kick, and Lambert will swing this in. Can we get on the end of it? It's in toward the back post, but it's cleared away, and it looks like it might come to nothing. But Nketiah on the ball, maybe it will do something. Sika with it here, plays it back to Jovic and Thomas, and no, it's not going to do anything. Typical. Looks like it's been a very edgy game so far. There's just been a couple of shots for each team, not been a lot of chances in this game, and the only highlight you've seen was the one that we showed you right at the start. And it looks like Celtic maybe are slightly coming back into the game. Looks like Jovic is maybe taking a knock. Maybe we'll need to bring him off at half time. We're into the second half. But that was a very boring first half, unfortunately. The only highlight you saw was the only highlight of the game was the one that you saw. And we'll start this second half, but there's a highlight straight away in it. Thomas clears the ball away though. And Ramos and Mingo finds Asamoah here. Plays it forward toward Neres and Palacios, and through to Neres again. And can he finish here? No, the slide challenge comes in and he plays it back to Asamoah, who hits it, and that is, to be fair, that's quite a good goal, isn't it? Let's be honest. I suppose I can't complain too much about that. Palacios plays it through to Neres. Neres, we block that quite well. He plays it back to Asamoah, who just thrashes it off the inside of the post, and it goes in. That's disappointing to see the goal, but Celtic are up 1 now, and maybe we'll need to think about making some changes here. But Lambert will swing in this corner after 51 minutes, and it's headed away, and Gerardo comes away with the ball. And can we stop this break happening? Glatzel with it, cuts in field. Is he going to have a shot himself? Vlalic with a great challenge, but if a Killie with it, what's going to happen? He cuts it back to Turnbull. It's blocked. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Just as I was saying we might have an unbeaten season, it's proving to be not the case. I'm not even going to watch this replay because that is not good. I'm going to demand more from the entire team and see what happens. The ball's cleared away again here by Celtic. It seems all their chances come from when we have the ball. Thomas gets it, finds Vlalic. This needs to be a goal for us, at least a chance for us. And Vlalic has got the ball back again. He finds Lambert. Stacey's got space if he wants to find him. No, he finds Jovic instead. Jovic plays it to Creneta, who just passes the ball to the wrong team there, but he gets the ball back from Nketiah, and can he finish? Oh, he has to finish there. The way he's been playing, he has to finish that, but he does not quite. Lambert will swing in this corner to the middle of the box, and it's cleared away. Stacey will collect it, and that's the end of the highlight. Right, Sika's not looking very well, to be honest. He's looking a little bit... Sika? No, that's a pretty poor joke. So Bogdanovic is going to come on for him on the right-hand side, and then Nketiah is going to come off. We're going to bring on Boba. After how well Boba played in the last game, he can play on the left-hand side because Nketiah is not playing well at all. Lambert swings in this corner. Thomas gets a header on it, and it's over the bar. And we've had lots of chances we got to see here, but none of them have really been good enough to try to get the goal and try and get back into this game. We're still 2-0 down. It's very disappointing. They're down to 10 men at the moment though, as Neres is off injured, so perhaps we could take advantage of this. Bogdanovic finds Lambert, plays it back to Bogdanovic and Vlalic and Jovic, and then Creneta and Lambert. And can this ball go into the box? Lambert drives forward and he hits it himself, but that's an easy save for Dahlberg there in the goal. We're going to change to an attacking mentality. Vlalic clears it toward Creneta, and we've got lots of men coming to support him. Can he get the ball out left to Boba? He can, and Boba takes it down the line. He plays it back to Creneta. Well, he had it. He does. Oh, it's wide of the goal. There's so many chances for Creneta here, and he's wasting so many of them. And I don't know if this is going to be our day, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. We've got 15 minutes to go. Guerrero with the ball now on the left-hand side. Can he swing this ball into the box? He can. Cronetta on. It's defended well. So many chances he's wasting, Cronetta. It's not often something I think I would have said. Lambert swings in the ball. Can Anderson head it in? No, he can't. I'm going to make another substitution. My last substitution here. And to be honest, I don't really know what I want to do. I'd like to take off Stacey because he's kind of dead on his feet, but Vlalic has not had a good game. But we will take off Stacey and we'll bring on George Payne for him. That's what we're going to do with 15 minutes to go. Guerrero with the ball here, and that is the end of that highlight. I'm going to encourage the entire team here for the last 10 minutes. See, we've brought ourselves back into the game in terms of shots, but it looks like Celtic are going to beat us, which is awfully disappointing. But there's 4 minutes added time. We're 1 minute into it. There's enough time to score 2 goals. I'm not sure there is. Lambert has the ball here, plays it back to Vlalic, and Celtic are sitting fairly deep now, but Bogdanovic is on the right-hand side. He comes forward with it. He crosses over Cronetta. He finally gets his goal. It's taken him 92 minutes, but he's got the goal. He's thrown away so many chances that he should already have at least 2 or 3 goals. But he's got that one there. Bogdanovic hits it across goal. Cronetta tucks it in at the near post, and can we get a last minute goal here? The time is ticking away and we can't, and the unbeaten dream is over. I shouldn't have been trying to be so full of myself and calling up Arsene Wenger and talking to the Invincibles about it, because I'm afraid we did not have an invincible season. However, we are still top of the table, but only by a point over Rangers and 2 points over Celtic. So it's much closer. So that's our first piece of red on the table, unfortunately. Oh, it's very disappointing indeed. Our first loss of the season. Hopefully, we don't have too many more between now and the next episode, which is going to be the game against Shakhtar Donetsk. You've not got to see the game against Shakhtar, so it'll be the last game of the Euro Cup, if it still means anything. If not, we might make it later on, maybe the end of December or something like that, and show you the Aberdeen Ayr game. I'm not too sure. It could be Shakhtar Dundee United if the Shakhtar game still means anything, or it could be Aberdeen and Ayr at the end of the December before we go into the January window. You'll find out in the next episode. And if you have enjoyed that one, our first loss, I don't know why you'd enjoy loss unless you're a bit of a sadist, but maybe you have. If you have enjoyed the episode, do please leave a like, hit that thumbs up. It really does help out the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and until the next one, we'll see you then.